The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is the Eagles Sports Network. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman head softball coach Michael Graves. Graves, today we unveil the 2021 hopeful schedule, of course, with anything in the middle of a pandemic. All times, opponents, and dates subject to change. So even between us doing this interview and releasing it, this could be different, but hopefully this is what it looks like, and boy, do you open up the year in an interesting way, headed to Huntsville, Alabama in February to take on Union. Georgia College, who's familiar, shorter, a little unfamiliar in Delta State. What made you want to kick off 2021 with something a little different than you would typically be accustomed to?
Well, we normally go to Georgia College and play them in Young Harris, and then we were talking with Jamie and Les at Alabama Huntsville about kind of combining the two this year, because I think everybody's kind of struggling to get games and make tournaments go. So Les wanted to get more teams in her tournament that she had down there, so we all agreed to go there.
Really an interesting thing, not just for you, but for any coach, trying to put together a schedule in the middle of this thing. Just how challenging has it been to get something ironed out to where you feel like you have a chance to be successful?
Well, we had a 54-game schedule ready to play, and then when now we only get to play 44, we're sitting at 42. I'm still trying to find one more doubleheader. But with just everybody trying to find games at the same time and the travel limitations that some schools have and not wanting to stay overnight and things, it's just really making it difficult.
I can't think of the last time intentionally Carson-Newman Softball had just 2 home games on the docket in the month of February. But again, kind of the nature of the beast. You open up the doors to the home grounds on February 13th against King. How important for this team will it be to be accustomed to traveling early on?
Well, if we can make it through that early travel schedule, we'll be set up, pretty late in the year to have home games and hopefully be playing good and peaking. But we got to be prepared to play on the road and be successful there.
South Atlantic Conference is always a stout league. You refer back to the regional a couple of years ago where more than half the field was from the conference. How do you hope your non-conference schedule prepares you for a challenging league slate?
Well, we're playing some pretty good non-conference teams. We had some games that we'd like to play that got canceled, due to limitations and stuff. But I think we've got a good enough schedule to hopefully prepare us down the stretch. Like you said, we've got a whole bunch of games in February, so if we can get through February, we're pretty spaced out in April. I've tried to get some teams to maybe switch around, but it's just hard nowadays.
It's kind of weird too. You go to Mars Hill on February 23rd, so even within the league, you start your conference schedule so early, again because of COVID.
She might have 2 feet of snow on February 23rd, so I don't know. We might have to reschedule that until later in the year.
Again, to not belabor the point of the weirdness, how important is working through adversity, and that is a stress point for your team this year?
Well, starting conference play so early, we've really got to be peaking a lot earlier, and for not that any game's less important because we want to win them all. Our goal every year is to go undefeated. So, just like any other team. But having such short time with games and getting in game mode to get back into conference play, because, overall conference is what you've got. You've got to win those games. So it's important for us to figure it out early and get going.
Michael Graves, thanks for the time. Good luck this year.
Thank you, Adam.
It's Carson-Newman head softball coach Michael Graves on the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and this is the Eagles Sports Network.